Now, y'all know I've been sitting around all day waiting for this. Y'all know I've been sitting around all day waiting for this. I told y'all earlier we was going to get that trailer today, and today we got this trailer, and baby, it's giving me everything I need. Oh, yes, indeed. But let me tell you something. It better not give what Beverly Hills is giving right now, because that was at least 3 parts of nothing so far. So we're gonna hope for the best with this reunion right here. We're gonna get into all the details, the juicy details in just 1 second. Get into this intro. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it, y'all? Can we talk about it? Skye Squad, we back in the building. We back in the building, and we got to talk Real Housewives of Potomac Season 6 reunion trailer. And the madness begins on November 7th. I think it's November 7th. Let me make sure I got that date right in my calendar while I'm talking. Yeah, Sunday, November 7th. And guess what, y'all? This thing is 4 parts. 4 parts? 4 parts? 4 parts, okay? And so I'm assuming probably that last part right there is probably going to be mostly Nicki Minaj. So they're going to, of course, make us wait all month long before we get that Nicki on the screen. But we're going to talk about some things that Nicki had to say in this good trailer, because you had to piece some things together before you could actually really get into the trailer, because it starts with the Nicki voiceover. But we're going to get into that in just 1 second. Before we dive knee deep into it, into the nooks and the crannies and the particulars, we're going to, I want you guys to write down where you're watching from in the chatterization. We're not going to go too deep into that today, because I just want to go ahead and give you guys the tea. Here is a full set photo of the ladies, and bam. Would y'all get a gander at all these trains going on up and through here? All these good trains just laid out for you. All right. Oh, everybody looks good. Everybody looks, in this photo, if you don't look too hard, everybody, even Giselle looks good right here. Okay. And just I tell you all the time, Giselle is a beautiful woman. But from afar in this photo, because we can't really get too much of a good look of what she got on. Okay, everybody looks good in uniform. They look good in uniform. And pink was definitely the way to go. And since it's Pink Friday, okay, or so to speak, we're gonna talk about exactly what happened. And I kid about Giselle, because honestly, I think she looks absolutely stunning right here, as well as the rest of the ladies. Okay, yeah, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. We celebrating today. We celebrating, right, Santoria? They look good. They look good right there. So let's get into the tea. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, for the reasons that we always go through, I'm not going to actually play any of the vocals or the volumes. But one of the things that you will see here, okay, that you will notice first is that in this trailer, we get a nice little voiceover from Miss Nicki Minaj herself, okay? Now, in this voiceover, she is asking some questions, all right? Now, I could have swore that first question right out the gate was her asking if Robin and Giselle were secret lovers. Was it just me, or did I imagine that? Did I imagine that from the giddiness of my couch? Okay. Asata says Silver Spring, Maryland is in the house, baby. I see you down the street. Now, I could have sworn that's what the voiceover said, asking if Robin and Giselle were secret lovers. Okay. That was definitely one of the questions that she asked. I thought I heard that correctly, because I said, let me rewind this thing about 10, 11 times. That's why it took me a minute to actually get on here and do this video, because I was like, I got to figure out what I think about it. And did I hear that correctly? So I'm thinking to myself, what's happening here? Okay, what's happening here? Somebody asked where they can actually watch the trailer because some people might want to see it right now. I don't want to make you wait. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the description for you so you can see for yourself if you need to. Anyway, I said, right, Melinda. I said secret lovers. Okay. I think you can hear Robin or somebody like that asking, giving a response to that, but I can't recall what it was. But it was just, I said, now what in the world? What in the world? If Nikki, if that's the energy you bring into the table, okay, I'm here for it. But you know there's something, and I just gotta point this out. Okay, so my question is this. Okay, thank you, Bruce. Now, my question is this. Why is it that if Nikki can go so hard and ask questions like that of the ladies, how come people get so irate and upset with people who review the shows and people who are, a lot of us, we get a lot of like negativity from some of the ladies because we ask some of the same questions. But it's like when Nikki asked the question, it's because they like her and because she is so well known. It's like, oh, Nikki gave everybody a hard time, this, that, and the third. But it's like, it just was interesting to me when I sat and thought about it because I was like, they really let her get away with asking a question like that. I bet you they're not trying to block her or whatever like that. And it just made me think for a second. I was like, it's interesting. People can take feedback and criticism from somebody that they like and admire, but for somebody that they don't like, it's like, we tearing them down or something like that. That's very interesting to me because I was like, I peeped that. And I can't wait to see what types of questions that she asked because they are all ranting and raving about her at this moment. But I'm like, if she just asked you if y'all was secret lovers, y'all get mad at other like media outlets for way like less insults than that. But anyway, I digress. Okay, I digress. Let me fast forward just a little bit, give you guys a little picture of what's actually happening here. We get one of the first topics of conversation, okay? And I did mention I think it was going to be 4 parts, right? Okay, I did. So after we get those, those sound bites from Nikki, we go into a clip of, Mia basically being grilled, okay, about her lies, all right, and her relationship with Candiace Dillard Bassett. Now, in this trailer, what you guys will see is they kind of go back and forth with Mia actually calling her a hood rat, okay? Now, if I recall, this situation between Mia and Candiace is so interesting because last season I could have swore that Candiace called Monique a hood rat. And so now that term is coming back into play, but directed at Candiace. To which Candiace now responds, oh, really? Okay, well, your mother. Okay. So Candiace comes all the way back around full circle with the yo mama clap back. And I said, now this is interesting. This is so wild because earlier she had apologized for it, but now she's, now she's doubling back down on it. But I mean, Mia did call her a hood rat. So I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. We'll discuss it obviously more when it's time for the reunion to play out, all right? Because I know y'all gonna be divided on that, all right? So Andy, this prompts Andy to, let me see if I can do a little fast forward here. Oh, let me not get there too quick. At a certain point in time, I'm gonna get there. Hold on for a second because we had some other things that happened before I discussed that. But Andy basically asks, Candiace, how the way she responds to people and he asked her, like, you know, how is the way that you respond to people helping you? Okay. How is that working out for you? So at this point, you know, Candace is pretty defensive and she's like, you know what? If people cannot handle the way that I orate, and then Andy stops her and he's like, orate? Um, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting. For those of you guys who are watching, is do you find the way that Candace orates to be the issue that you have with her, or do you have an issue with what she says when she is orating? Okay, because how you orate is more about how you speak, how you deliver what you're saying. What you say when you orate is what is having the unintended or the intended impact at the end of the day. So when she says that, I just want to make a little bit of a correction there. I don't think people have a problem with how she orates, because how she orates is actually what is funny about Candace. Candace has an impeccable, hilarious delivery. So no, I don't think people have an issue with the how she's orating. I think people have an issue with some of the places or the things that she says when she is orating. So I just want to point that out, right? See, Logan, it's what's being said, right? Because again, Candace is hilarious with how she's delivering what she says, because she's quick, it's fast, she's witty, she's obviously a very intelligent girl. So sometimes it baffles my mind that she can't see it's the what she is saying. But you know, in some points, people can argue that some of the other ladies say equally as hurtful things. So we're not going to beat this train. We're not going to beat this horse down too much today. Okay. We also have an interesting moment between, you know, Candace and Ashley, where, you know, Candace talks about Ashley's wide face or forehead. And, you know, Ashley comes back and says, well, girl, your forehead and my forehead are not too far distant from the size of each other. And this is where you see Candace is like, well, no, yours is about 2 inches more than mine is. Okay, that's what she. And you see, that's what I'm talking about. That delivery right there can be hilarious. Okay. Meanwhile, you know, one of the things that's also interesting about this is that Giselle actually chimes in and tells Candace that she was horrified with the exchange between Mia and Candace. And basically Giselle says this: if Mia had popped you, I would have just been like, I mean, you know, what can we do? Pretty much. And I'm going to tell you guys, that was very, very surprising coming from Giselle, who was so adamant last season about, you know, this is not that, we're not that kind of a group. We're, you know, this, that, and the third. You know, she was very much on a high horse with regards to, maybe it's not a high horse. Okay, I can't say that. Let me be, I think, a little bit more gracious with that, because everybody has a right to set a standard for themselves and how they want to live, right? So if her standard was, I don't want to put myself in a situation where people are going to be fighting, I get that. I totally get it. But it's very interesting how a year later, she is very much on the train of like, well, if she had popped you, I mean, what we was, you know, okay, like, I mean, what we gonna do? So I just found that to be very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Vinny K says, love your channel. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. So a part of me feels like maybe just Giselle just didn't like Monique. And I honestly think that was the case. There was something maybe about Monique that maybe just grinded her gears just the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because suddenly with Mia, she can see how, well, if Mia had popped you, I mean, girl, you on your own this time. You know, that's what it felt like to me. That's just me. Moving on along. Candiace has some other issues, but we'll get to that in a minute. Right now, I want to point out. This is a huge moment right here. Now, Mia. Whoo, baby. Mia. Mama Mia. Mia is called to the carpet for suggesting, allegedly, that Chris Bassett had wanted to toss her salad. Okay. And let me tell you, this was probably the only thing that Wendy and Robin seemed to agree on. Okay. Because what I know is when Robin did an interview with Bryce Sander on, I think it was Entertainment Tonight, she indicated, and I ain't talked about this earlier, but she indicated that after the reunion, things are worse between her and Mia. So, I mean, her and Wendy. So, you know that I'm sure Wendy gave Robin the business. Okay. Antonio says, I'm sorry, this is the light skin colorist privilege that has been spoken of throughout the last couple of seasons. Antonio, clarify which part of that. Let me know. Thank you for the super chat, though. So I'm confused about this as well. You know, Mia course corrected her tweets back when she tweeted this, but it wasn't enough of, I mean, it didn't make sense. We just got it. Call a thing a thing. It didn't make no sense because in the order of the tweets, I felt like she was talking or referring to something with Chris Bassett. And the next thing you know, there was a tweet about tossing a salad or something like that. And she had, you know, when she corrected, it was something about, she said she was referring to something back in the day or something like that. But Wendy, baby, Wendy is not here for it. Wendy is on, she's on duty. Okay, I ain't gonna play that just yet because that's another Wendy thing. But she is on duty. Okay, she's like, he wanted to toss your salad. He wanted to toss your salad. Okay, and I'm like, did he? I mean, what happened? Somebody tell me, because I don't listen. We spectating over here because I ain't the only salad tossing I saw was, you know, Mia and Candiace. That was it. That's all I seen. And for the record, I mean, I definitely feel like Chris loves that woman down. Chris loves him some Candiace down. You can't, if there's one thing you can say about, I mean, if you're gonna say something about that man, you can definitely say he loved that woman down because he definitely, I feel like he definitely tries to, you know, he tries to protect her, I think. Meanwhile, speaking of Wendy, we get a first in reunion history. Okay. Wendy has brought, remember I told y'all this, okay? Remember I told y'all that Wendy had revealed in an interview that Robin had texted her that there was information out in the blogs about Eddie. And so she was shocked when on the show when Robin was coming to Giselle's defense asking, well, what are you talking about? What are the rumors? What are the rumors? And Wendy was like, well, it's so baffling to me that she said that because she is the one who told me that. That's what she said in the interview. So now we got Wendy in again a reunion first. And let me tell you how I appreciate this cardboard, this poster board right here. Okay. I appreciate this poster board because I can see what's on the screen somewhat. If I blow it up real quick, I can see it. Okay. So she done brought the cardboard cutout. I don't know if y'all remember what reunion. It was Salt Lake City when Whitney, in an attempt to, you know, bring some receipts of her own, she brought some printouts or some screenshots of some text that Andy couldn't even read. And so those receipts fell flat. Well, Wendy, this is how you do it so that the receipt don't fall flat. You got to bring a big old printout for everybody to see. So perhaps after we finish, everybody, we could all use our magnifying glasses to maybe see what exactly is on the screen right here. You know what I mean? Shamar says Wendy and Monique may not have been friends, but she learned from her and her binder to keep her receipts and blow them up. Come on, Professor. Okay. Uh Let me tell you, baby, to me, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Wendy, I think, has been my favorite. I think Wendy might be the MVP of this season for a bunch of reasons. I mean, clearly she didn't got this first seat next to Andy. So, I mean, that's right there on your second season. That's big. And I just find that the way, the stuff that she went through this season, the sort of ups and downs of her story arc this season has been so interesting to watch. It's been very, very interesting to watch. And so for me, she turned from being like, for me, Wendy's first season, I was like, one minute I liked her, the next minute I wasn't so sure. One minute I liked her, the next minute I wasn't so sure. But this season is Wendy's season to me. Okay. She's been funny. She's had emotional moments. She's had a very interesting arc on this show. And I just feel like, she did it. Chime down in the chatterization, y'all, if you have an MVP of the season, and it's okay to have somebody that I might not have chosen. Just I'm interested in hearing what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? Who is your MVP of the season, especially based on this reunion reaction right here? I just want to know, yes, baby. I mean, to me, it's Wendy for me right now. It's Wendy for me. It's the professor for me. Teach me, Professor. That's what I got to say. Teach us, boo. Amen. I can't see Trish. I don't know. I got to use my magnifying glass. If I had time to go find it, I would definitely pull it out. Harlan says Wendy and Candace. We have Wendy, and second is come on, California Cutie. California Cutie came out with the curveball and said second is Chris, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. The discerning critic says she's smart and she learned. Now reduce that candle price and I might buy them. Okay, come on now. Get your 1 Wicks. Get your 1 Wicks. Get your 1 Wick, 2 Wick, 3 Wick, 4. Okay. Get your wicks now. Everybody get your wicks. Introducing the Skylight Candle. What's unique about this candle is that not only will it lighten up a dark room, it'll lighten up your entire world. Get your Skylight Candle today. We back from our commercial break. Let's continue on. Okay. So the other thing is when the husbands come on out, Chris Bassett, kind of goes off on the group. And he says that, the group is perpetuating a narrative that he is broke and that he came from SHIT and that he ain't ever been nothing. And then Candace, sort of cries out that her family will never be the same. I do feel bad for Chris because I do feel like he kind of does get that, he kind of does get a little bit of a bad edit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he gets a little bit of a bad edit, and I don't always like that, because I feel like the man is, if he's supporting his wife, I feel like that's an amazing thing. And to take it a step further with it, I do feel like if she is happy with wherever they are and wherever he is career-wise, then at the end of the day, that's all that matters, in a marriage, is if Candace is happy, that at the end of the day, again, is all that matters, is that she is pleased and he is pleased and they continue with their relationship. That is, I firmly believe that. Okay. I firmly believe that. Moving right on along. Now, I can't tell if Chris is the only, I think Chris maybe and Gordon are there. I can probably bet my bottom dollar. Okay, see, Gordon is there. And then it look alike. It might be one. Look like one. No. Who's beside? I think it's just probably Gordon Ray, and Chris. And that's it. I don't know if I saw Eddie there. I ain't see Eddie there. I don't know. So moving right on along, because we got more to cover. So next, Giselle is in the hot seat. Okay. Giselle goes into the hot seat. And Karen is basically questioning her, but Andy has some questions for her as well. And Andy wants to know this bit right here. Now, we didn't talk about this too much on the channel, and I think I've told you why I typically don't like to talk about people's tax issues, because I just feel like taxes are an issue that, I mean, it is somewhat of what Karen has said. I mean, if you make a lot of money, you're gonna owe a lot of money. So there is that. But I also feel like some people aren't necessarily as tax savvy, and maybe they don't have the right people around them. Anyway, I digress. Basically, this is what comes up. Andy reveals that Jamal Bryant owes about $800,000 in taxes. So now Giselle got the answer for him and his problems. And then Karen says, you were Mrs. Bryant at the time. And she says, I would lawyer up and come back and get your ASS. So then they kind of go back and forth with each other, Karen and Giselle. But apparently at some point, something happens, I guess that maybe that Giselle says or confesses that actually ends up making Karen cry. And it looks like Robin is almost in tears as well. And then the moment that the folks have been waiting for, okay? It's Nicki Minaj's time to come to the stage, okay? Nicki is ready to come to the stage. I just read one of y'all comments. Y'all messy. Y'all messy. Nicki is about to hit the stage, and she's like, I'm here, bees. I'm here, bees. And you can kind of hear, you know, a little bit of a scuffle. I mean, you know how they do those little voiceover type situations. And she's basically saying, we're not getting away with that nonsense today, baby. So what I do believe is that we are really going to get a Nicki Minaj who is asking the hard questions. Okay. I believe that. I believe it. And again, I'm thoroughly intrigued by it, because at first I was like, now I get it. There was some excitement about, you know, Nicki tweeting about the reunion and about her wanting to participate. And I thought that was exciting, mostly for the fact that she has such a big platform, and she's talking about this is this is our show. You know what I'm saying? This is the show we love. And so I was kind of like, okay, I mean, she's excited about it. Great. Press for the show. Press. And so I was thinking, okay, so then when they said she was actually there, I was like, okay, but is it going to be fluff? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no fluff. And sure enough, baby, it sounded like right from the jump, she's going to be asking the questions. Debbie with the super chat says, did you watch how Giselle disrespected Wendy on The Real? I didn't see it. Oh my God, what did she say? She said, crusty feet, that Giselle is sloppy in her speech. Always keep your speech neutral. DJRichieSkye, love it. Keep growing. Thank you so much, boo. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. So, hold on. Let me I gotta put somebody in a timeout, because I think they just spam in the chat. And y'all, I don't even like doing that. I like everybody. You can express yourself even if I disagree with you. I'm cool with that. But I don't like when people be just writing the same thing over and over and over again, talking about some TikTok or something like that. I was like, what? You ain't even talking about what we talking about. Anyway, thank you, Debbie. Luxiously says, how many parts is the reunion? It's 4, babies. 4 parts. 4 parts now. We got 4 up in this jamboree. Somebody said I was glistening. Yeah, I got oily skin. I hate that. And I ain't even like wipe my face off or nothing like that before I got on the screen. I was like, let me just get on here and talk. So maybe because I need a chance to watch The Real. Is anybody watching Wendy Williams? Is it still on? I don't know, because I ain't seen it. Anyway, somebody said I missed the super chat. Oh, Messy Angel. Is Kenneth coming? Wait, who is Kenneth? Oh! I'm not in that. I ain't touching that one. I'm not touching it. I ain't touching it. I'm not touching that one. But I don't think he was on stage. I don't think he was on. He might have been behind the screen, behind in the back, maybe, and probably in the back. The Hicks World, thank you. Come on, breaking news. 2 times in 1 day, baby. You know, I'll try these days since we be going live. I be trying not to do 2 times a day, unless I got to do 2 recaps. Thank you, Bravo, for Mondays. But anyway, I just try to keep it at 1 because I try to put my everything into the 1. But I knew that this was coming today, and I was literally. Let me tell you something. I was sitting on the couch watching Dune on HBO Max, and I was like, you know what? They gonna come out with this trailer today. So I'm sitting back and forth, just rocking, just watching, just waiting around, watching the clock tick. Okay. And finally they did it. Okay. Oh, Tiffany says Eddie was there behind Wendy. Okay. I didn't see it. I do need some mods. I kind of have mods. I have people that graciously volunteer to help support and promote the channel. So I would say that they're the mods. But you know, I don't think I've officially assigned. I did assign a couple actually. Now that I think about it, I did. And it's kind of nice because they can flow in and flow out as they choose to. And you know, it's very nice. I think it's a very nice relationship, and I'm grateful that they volunteer their time. Oh, Eddie on a white jacket. Okay. Oh, Chrissy Teigen was on there. That's very interesting. Yes, that can be. Okay, y'all. So that's the reunion. We went through everything that I wanted to touch on. I'm excited about it. It looks like everybody is bringing it. Yeah. I think this is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be real good. But yeah, these 4 parts got me worried. They got me a little concerned. But you know what? A part of me is not concerned because as long as they keep bringing it, and I know because I know these ladies can do some talking, I feel like 4 parts is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's definitely going to be good. I'm gonna drop the link again for a couple of people because I know not everybody who has jumped into the chat has seen it. And we got another super chat that I want to acknowledge. Katie, South Carolina says, or SC says, Robin is so annoying. She says, you paid for that? Yeah, girl. She doesn't owe $90,000 to the IRS and hasn't been sleeping until 12 during the. Oh, see, Katie, you just. Katie, you went in, baby. You went in. Thank you for that super chat. Centoria Knox says, did you see Juan trying to fix the issue with Michael? Yes. Don't worry, y'all. We're going to talk about that on Sneak Peek Saturday, y'all. We're going to be back tomorrow. Y'all know we got to do Sneak Peek Saturday. Y'all know we got to do it. We got to do it. Got to do it. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. And then hopefully we'll talk about Giselle on The Real because I need to watch that, you know, to get the information now. You know what I'm saying? So it's exciting stuff happening right now, y'all. It's exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Listen, y'all go watch that trailer. Support the ladies. Support the show. Continue to do what y'all doing. Thank you for watching this video right here. Thank you for chatting with me. I know I saw you used to work with Kim Pyre. Oh, love him. Love him as well. Yeah, y'all. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for just rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. I know it's Friday. It's raining like cats and dogs here in DC. And I know y'all could have been anywhere right now, but y'all came back here to have this conversation. So I appreciate that. With that being said, y'all, I love y'all to death. I do. And we're going to keep on rocking and doing this thing. And I will catch you all in the next video.